Hi, I'm Jeff Silver, Big Valley Mortgage. I'm here with Mike Sandoval with Remax Gold. Hey, Mike.
Hi, Jeff. How's it going?
It's going great, man. Things are starting to heat up out there.
It's a great time of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm seeing a lot of buyers out there.
Tremendous. I've seen an uptick. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a good time of year.
It is.
For both buying and selling, actually.
Absolutely.
So, I wrote something down here that I kind of wanted to talk about, and that's kind of like 5 home maintenance tasks that homeowners should do every year.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, there's a lot, Jeff. So we'll boil down to a couple of good ones. Number one, I think recommended is replace your AC filter in your house. You know, that filter, that circle around the air. I always change it every 3 months just because, our house gets dusty, gets dirty, and you have all the dander and all of that. And it keeps the air clean in your house, especially during the times of winter when, there's colds flying around and all of that. You want to have good, clean filtered air. So my personal opinion, I just changed mine, my HVAC filter. That's a huge one. What I also like to do is, once that we start hitting that time of the year, the early springtime, past winter, I kind of do a walkthrough of the house and I say, hey, what do I need to fix? What needs to be, fixed up or whatnot? So I'll do an exterior perimeter, any kind of branches that are hanging over into the house or above the roof. You want to get rid of those because it's going to end up leaving debris and garbage on your roof. It's going to deteriorate your roof. It's going to clog your gutters. So it's a great time to trim back the plants so they're not touching the house. Inside, I always like to clean everything around the refrigerator, the coils, because it gets dusty and dirty. I do that a couple times a year. So it's just kind of doing a walkthrough of the house and saying, keeping an inventory of stuff that needs to be fixed. So that way you fix it slowly but surely, but it doesn't become a big problem.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. And here's part of the reason why it makes sense is because my wife does it.
Oh, does she?
Well, she points and tells me to do a lot of it, but
right.
She puts it on her calendar every year, and I think she does like every 2 or 3 months for the filter of the HVAC.
Yep.
And then she also does annually the batteries of
Oh,
all your smoke detectors
yes.
and your CO
Right.
detector, and I think it's called CO detector.
Yeah. Carbon monoxide.
And then of course the coils on the refrigerators and the freezers and that sort of thing. So
right.
yeah, it is. It's a great way to just keep your house maintained.
Yeah, because if you do it now, it doesn't become a big problem in the future. So if you start noticing a little bit of dry rot on your house, like some old wood that needs to repair it. Because if you don't, it's going to become somewhat of a cancer. It's going to keep growing, and it's going to become a big problem that's going to cost you thousands of dollars instead of hundreds of dollars. So if you nip it in the bud early, you maintain your house is going to be well off, and you're going to have less headache for the most part.
Makes a lot of sense to me, Mike.
Absolutely.
Have a great day.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks.